Namami buddhang guna sagarantang santa sada hontu sukhiya vera kayo jigunjo sakalo dugandho gacchante sabbe maranang ahanca namami dhammang sugatena desitang sattha sada hontu sukhiya vera kayo jigunjo sakalo dugandho gacchanti sabbe maranang ahanca namami sanghang muniraja savakan santa sada hontu sukhiya vera kayo jigunjo sakalo dugandho gacchanti sabbe maranang ahanca sadhu 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 buddhang 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 vande dhammang 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 vande sanghang 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 vande buddhang dhammang sanghang vande. Homage to the Buddha, homage to the Dhamma, homage to the Sangha, homage to the Triple Gem. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the exalted one, the worthy one, the supremely enlightened one. Three refuge, Tisarana. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. I go to the Buddha for refuge. I go to the Dhamma for refuge. I go to the Sangha for refuge. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. A second time, I go to the Buddha for refuge. A second time, I go to the Dhamma for refuge. A second time, I go to the Sangha for refuge. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. A third time, I go to the Buddha for refuge. A third time, I go to the Dhamma for refuge. A third time, I go to the Sangha for refuge. 5 precepts, Panchasila. පානාතිපාතා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. I undertake the training tool to abstain from taking life. අදින්නාදානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. I undertake the training tool to abstain from stealing. කාමේසු මිච්ඡාචාරා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. I undertake the training tool to abstain from sexual misconduct. මුසාවාදා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. I undertake the training tool to abstain from false speech. සුරාමේරය මජ්ජපමා දට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. I undertake the training tool to abstain from intoxicating drinks and drugs causing heedlessness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Buddha Vandana, homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සන්තා දේව මනුස් බුද්ධෝ භගවාති. Such indeed the exalted one, worthy, supremely enlightened, endowed with knowledge and conduct, well gone, knower of the world, incomparable trainer of persons to be tamed, the supreme teacher of deities and men, enlightened and exalted. Dhamma Vandana, homage to the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko pancantang veditambo vinyuhiti. The Dhamma is well expounded by the exalted one, directly visible, immediately effective, calling one to come and see, leading onwards and to be personally realized by the wise. Sangha Vandana, homage to the noble disciples of the exalted one. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjopatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadedan chantari purisa yugani අට්ඨ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුන්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙන් ලෝකං සාති. The order of the exalted ones' disciples is practicing well, practicing rightly, practicing correctly, practicing properly. This is the four pairs of persons, the 8 kind of individuals. This is the order of the exalted ones' disciples is worthy of offerings and hospitality, worthy of gifts and salutation, the supreme field of merits for the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Venerable members of the Mahasangha, friends in the Dhamma, we are going to start our weekly Dhamma program, the Tuesday Dhamma and meditation class. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you with the blessings of the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. In this class, we wish to learn Buddha's teachings and practice meditation in this class. For that, I wish you all the best. By the power of this spiritual energy, may your all spiritual goals meet with success. With that intention, let's start the Tuesday Dhamma program. When we discuss the Buddha's message, it is very clear that all Buddhist doctrines focus on purifying one's mind. The reason is that we do all things in the name of happiness. Happiness depends on our spiritual life, purifying one's mind. The reason is that when our mind is polluted with negative thoughts, we have no real happiness. Therefore, always we trained our mind to purify our mind, and also we develop positive thoughts at that moment. When we discuss the Buddha's message, Buddha says very clearly the importance of our mind. Mano pubbangama dhamma, mano setta manomaya. Mind is the forerunner of all mental states. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. Manasache paduttena bhasativa karotiva. If someone does something with a wicked mind, physically, verbally, or mentally, negative results or painful results will follow us. That is why we overcome evil thoughts, negative thoughts from our mind. On the other side, the Buddha says, Manasache pasannena bhasativa karotiva. If someone does something with a pure mind, fruitful results, pleasant results will follow us because of pure mind. In this situation, it is very clear that keeping our mind calm, pure and peaceful is very, very important for our inner peace, happiness. Happiness is the main purpose of everyone who was born in this world. We do everything in the name of happiness. But unfortunately, at the end of our life, we have no real happiness, contentment. That is why we should follow this path, spiritual path. Ordinary people always see their happiness in the material world. When the material world, the external world changes, they suffer. they get upset. They have no real happiness. Buddha says the people in the world, they always wish happiness from outside the material world. The nature of the material world of persons that they come to the decay, they come to sicknesses, and finally they are subject to die. In this situation, the ordinary people are unable to find the real happiness in this life. If we can make a real refuge within us, purifying our mind, that is the real solution for our inner peace. By listening to Dhamma, by practicing Dhamma, we trained our mind to purify our mind. We trained and purify our mind. That is the main purpose of Buddhist path, what the Buddha explained. According to Buddha's message, we should understand the negative thoughts that disturb our peace of mind. All the negativities, unwholesome mental states can be summarized into three. They are craving, anger, and delusion. These are the negativities, negative thoughts, unwholesome mental states that disturb our peace of mind. If we can purify our mind from negative thoughts, we are able to see the beauty of our life. We can develop our inner peace, happiness, emancipation, which is the main purpose of everyone. When we see the Buddha's message, the foundation of our purification is that mindfulness. Mindfulness is very, very important. Being aware of our body and mind. The nature of our mind is that it goes here and there. If we can control our mind, if we are able to recognize our mind, it helps us to purify our mind. For that, at the very beginning of the path of purification of our mind, sati nimitta or mindfulness object is very, very important. When we refer the Buddha's teachings, there are a lot of places we can see the importance of sati nimitta, keeping our attention in the present moment around the nose or upper lip. That is the very first step of practicing Buddhist meditation or mindfulness. In this situation, at the beginning of this class, we hope to practice mindfulness object, sati nimitta. The way how to practice sati nimitta is that according to Buddha's message, Buddha says, satin parimukang upattapetva or parimukang satin upattapetva. Parimukang means, it says in Jhana Vibhanga in Abhidhamma Pitaka, Nasikagyeva Mukhanimitteva. Keep our attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. That is the very first step of meditation. If we are able to keep our attention in this area at the present moment, it is very easy to practice our meditation techniques. There are 40 meditation techniques in Samatha Bhavana in Buddhism. When we are going to practice these meditation techniques, using and practicing sati nimitta is, or mindfulness object is very, very important. Mindfulness object or sati nimitta means we keep our attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. This is the way how we trained our mind to live in the present moment. The more we trained our mind to live in the present moment, the more we are able to understand what happens to our body and mind. Therefore, at the beginning of this class, we wish to practice Satinimitta. Please get ready to practice Satinimitta or mindfulness object. Okay, please be seated in a very calm posture that you are relaxed. And keep your right hand on the left hand. Straight your body, please. Relax your body, please. Please take a deep breath in. Hold a few seconds. And breathe out. Again, please take a deep breath in. Hold a few seconds and breathe out slowly. Relax your body, please. Please be aware of your body posture that you are sitting here. From your head to legs and from your legs to head. Now, please keep your attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. This is not practicing breathing meditation. This is just keeping our attention in the present moment. Please be aware of the end of your nose or upper lip. Keep your full attention in the present moment. I am fully aware of the present moment, keeping my attention around the nose or upper lip. This is the very first step of practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is my best friend who guides me to inner peace. I am aware of the present moment, keeping my attention around the nose or upper lip. I am aware of my body and mind. When mind goes here and there, I immediately understand the nature of my mind. And again, I bring my attention to the nose and present moment. I train my mind to live in the present moment with the awareness of my nose. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Friends in the Dhamma, firstly, we trained our mind to live in the present moment. Since then, we do everything mindfully, keeping our attention in front of our mouth. It means we always recognize the mental states or thoughts that come to our mind. It means we are making a refuge within us. Whenever we are mindful, it means we have a refuge within us. We don't depend on outside. Whenever we are mindful, it means we can discipline our mind. And also outside world, outside things and persons can control us. They can bring us suffering because our mind is controlled by us. With this skill, now we are going to forward by listening Dhamma and by practicing Dhamma. As we mentioned earlier, All the Buddhist doctrines focus on purifying our mind. Our real success depends on our happiness. Even though we are well educated, although we are very rich, although we have a very beautiful complexion, if we have no inner peace, happiness, everything that we earned is useless. That is why we should give the priority to purify our mind. Whenever mind is polluted, our activities are not correct, our words are not correct, then results are painful, results are evil. That is why we always take care of our mind. We always purify our mind. Mind is the most important thing that decides our happiness. The more we purify our mind, the more we can overcome suffering. The more we overcome suffering, the more we are able to achieve the inner peace, inner happiness. This is the purpose of our spiritual life according to the Buddha's message. All the negativities that arise in our mind can be summarized into three: lobha, dosa and moha, craving, anger and delusion. These are the negativities that disturb our peace of mind. If we can recognize these negativities when they come to our mind, and also if we are able to overcome these negative thoughts from our mind, actually our life is successful. If we are unable to control these negativities, it means our life is not successful, since we have no real happiness. Happiness is the main purpose of everyone. Buddha has explained the way how we overcome these negativities from our mind. The technique that helps us to overcome craving or greed is that practicing generosity, practicing giving or sharing something with others. Generosity is the primary quality that helps us to overcome greed, attachment or covetousness. And also the technique that helps us to overcome anger is that practicing loving kindness meditation. The technique explained by the Exalted One to overcome ignorance is that practicing mindfulness. These are the three techniques that the Exalted One explained for getting rid of these negativities: craving, anger and delusion. These are the negativities. The techniques for getting rid of these negativities are that generosity, loving kindness and mindfulness. Buddha has explained his path as a gradual path. Buddhism is like the ocean. The ocean deepens gradually from the beach to the deeper water. Like that. Our path, our practice also like that. At the beginning, we practice generosity. We share something with others in order to overcome our greed or attachment. The more we practice generosity, the more we can see the beauty of our life. He who has a generous heart gains a lot of happiness. Peti mudarang vindati data. Not only we practice generosity, but we practice generosity as a meditation technique, which is Chaganupassana, the contemplation of generosity. After we practice generosity, we think it again and again with a pure mind. That is a meditation technique which helps us to gain concentration, Chaganupassana. You also can practice it. In your lifetime, you have practiced generosity in various ways. You have taken care of your parents. You have helped innocent people, homeless people. You have practiced generosity in various ways in your lifetime. You can think about them. You can contemplate on them again and again. Sitting in a particular posture, you can remember. You can think about what you have practiced as generosity. When you think about your generosity, at that moment, the negative thoughts don't come to your mind. Your mind is so pure and calm because you have made a refuge within you, purifying your mind. Therefore, we can practice a meditation technique, Chaganupassana, the contemplation of generosity. That is a meditation technique that helps us to purify our mind. In this moment, you also can practice your generosity that you have practiced in your life. You have donated many things to the society or to the religious purposes. You have donated your blood and body parts. You have given many things to innocent people. You can remember one of them at this moment. By contemplating on this spiritual activity, a generosity, you can purify your mind. Friends in Dhamma, at this moment, please remember a generous activity or donation that you have practiced in your life. This is the time to contemplate on it. Okay, please close your eyes gently. Again, place your mind bring to the Sati Nimitta. Please keep your attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. Being mindful at the present moment. Now, I am going to contemplate on a generous activity or generosity that I have practiced in my life. You can remember a best generous activity or donation or giving something to others. My mind is so pure and calm, contemplating on generosity that I have practiced in my life. My mind is so pure and calm, dedicating my effort, money and courage. I have practiced generosity in my life. When I think about this quality, dana or generosity, my mind is so pure and calm. I am so happy contemplating on my generosity. My life is not empty. My life is filled with practicing generosity. My life is like a flower garden with generosity of flowers. I can practice, I can remember a lot of activities that I have practiced as generosity. By contemplating on generosity practiced by me, I purify my mind from negativities. Still, I am keeping my mind around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. I continue practicing sati nimitta or mindfulness object. Friends in the Dhamma, we are purifying our minds by listening to Dhamma and by practicing Dhamma. The more we listen to Dhamma, the more we understand the way how we purify our mind. And also, when we practice Dhamma, we can see the qualities of the Dhamma. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo. The Dhamma is well expounded by the exalted one. Sanditiko, directly visible. Akaliko, immediately effective. These are the qualities of the Dhamma. Dhamma, well practiced, brings happiness. Dhammo sucinno sukhamavahati. The more we practice Dhamma, the more we can see the results. And also, Dhammo have rakkati Dhammacharim. He who practices Dhamma is protected by the Dhamma. These are the results of Dhamma. It is very clear that when we practice Dhamma, when we live in the Dhamma, gradually we are able to purify our mind from negative thoughts, craving, anger, and delusion. We discuss the very first step of purifying our mind, that practicing generosity or dana. Next, Buddha explains the way how we overcome anger or ill will. Anger is one of the reasons or causes that disturbs our peace of mind. Therefore, Buddha says very clearly, on the path of liberation, at the very beginning of the path, he who wishes to attain the peace of mind should practice loving kindness meditation. When we practice loving kindness meditation, we contemplate on thus, may all beings be well, happy and peaceful. We contemplate on this sentence again and again. We bless others. We consider others' happiness like our happiness. When other people are successful, we consider that success is like our success. This is the nature of practicing loving kindness meditation. And also, we always think about other people. When they are suffering, we help them to overcome their sufferings. Even though we can't help them physically or materially, mentally, we wish that they may be free from suffering. It means we wish them to overcome suffering. We are happy when they are getting rid of suffering as the result of practicing loving kindness thoughts in our minds. In this situation, on our spiritual path, practicing loving kindness meditation is very, very important. Daily, we should practice this meditation technique, and also we should increase the duration of practicing loving kindness meditation for those who wish they are in a peace. At this moment, we are going to practice loving kindness thoughts for several minutes, and in the next part, we are going to practice Anapanasati and insight meditation too. Please get ready for loving kindness meditation for a few minutes for our inner peace. Again, I come to the Sati Nimitta, or mindfulness object in the present moment. At the same time, I practice loving kindness thoughts to everyone, those who are in this world. I spread loving kindness thoughts to the world, from this place to the entire world. May all beings in this place be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the east direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the west direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the north direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the south direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the upper direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the down direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the entire world be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. I see the all over the world like my family, like my children. Whenever I see a person, I hear a person, I meet a person, I remember a person, I think that person is like my only son or daughter. I spread loving kindness thoughts to everyone, those who are in this world. My mind is filled with loving kindness thoughts. Always I spread loving kindness thoughts to everyone who are around me. My mind is so pure and calm with loving kindness thoughts. And also, I practice Anapanasati Bhavana. Again, I bring my attention to the nose or upper lip in the present moment. I am aware of breathing in and out. When I breathe in, I contemplate on that. Now I am breathing in. When I breathe out, I recognize that now I am breathing out. Here, I contemplate on my very natural breathing in and out. When I breathe in, I am aware of that I am breathing in. When I breathe out, I understand that now I am breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. When I breathe in alone, I recognize that I am breathing in alone. When I breathe out alone, I recognize that now I am breathing out alone. When I breathe in short, I understand that now I am breathing in short. When I breathe out short, I immediately recognize that I am breathing out short. Recognizing, breathing in and out short and long. I am breathing in and out. When I breathe in and out mindfully, my mind gradually gains concentration. My mind is so pure and calm contemplating on breathing in and out, keeping my attention in the present moment. When the mind gradually gains concentration, I reflect on impermanence. Every moment, my mind arised and ceased. The nature of my mind is that arising and ceasing. At the same time, 5 aggregates arised and ceased. Every moment, 5 aggregates, Rupa, form, Vedana, feeling, Sanya, perception, Sankhara, mental formations, and Vijnana, consciousness. These 5 things arise together, they cease together. Whatever I experience through my senses, my eyes, nose, ear, my tongue and body, when I experience some objects through these 5 senses, 5 aggregates arise at the moment. Not only they arise at the moment with the arising of causes, but they immediately cease when conditions cease. This is the nature of my life. Every moment, these 5 aggregates arise and cease. My entire life is that arising and ceasing of 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates are not me, not myself. They are impermanent. They are dissatisfactory. They are selfless. Everything is impermanent. Sabbe sankhara anicchati yada paññāya pansati ata nibbindati dukkhe esa maggo visuddhiyā. All conditioned things are impermanent. He who sees this reality with wisdom overcomes suffering. This is the path to purity. Sabbe sankhara dukkhati yada paññāya pansati ata nibbindati dukkhe esa maggo visuddhiya. All conditioned things are dissatisfactory. He who sees this reality with wisdom overcomes suffering. This is the path to purity. Sabbe Dhamma anattati yada paññāya pansati ata nibbindati dukke esa maggo visuddhiya. All phenomena are selfless. He who sees this reality with wisdom overcomes suffering. This is the path to purity. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Friends in the Dhamma, by listening to Dhamma and by practicing Dhamma, we purified our mind. We develop our mind for our inner peace. You can continue this practice until next week. Especially, you can train your mind for sati nimitta, mindfulness objects. That is very, very important. No matter whatever you do, if you can practice mindfulness object sati nimitta, it means you are in meditation. Since you are practicing mindfulness, always you keep your attention within you. It means you can experience anything about outside world, but outside world or persons are unable to control you, since you have made a refuge within you. As soon as negativities or some negative thoughts come to your mind, you immediately recognize whether they are, what they are. At the same time, you can overcome negative thoughts and you can develop positive thoughts in your mind. As the result of this path, you don't depend on outside. You can fulfill your duties and responsibilities for the world, but you don't accept the final goal, final emancipation, liberation from outside. You always make a refuge within you, purifying your mind. This is the purpose of Buddha's message. Even though at the beginning, we go to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha for refuge, it means having some examples from these three things, we make a refuge within us by practicing Dhamma, by developing and purifying our mind. This is the thing that we should do in our life for our inner peace, happiness. For that, I wish you all the best. By the power of this spiritual energy, may you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no problems come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May you all righteous and spiritual goals meet with success. Finally, may all of us attain the final bliss of liberation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dukkam pantaca nindukkam, bhayam pantaca nibhayam, sokam pantaca nissokam, hontu sabbe pipanino. May the triple gem bless you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.